Hello everybody, this is JerTheGeek, and in this video I'm going to be giving you my impressions of the iPhone 7 Plus after 4 days of use. Coming from an iPhone 6, the iPhone 7 Plus has been a great upgrade for me. Now, before the iPhone 7 even came out, I knew I wanted to try the larger 5.5-inch Plus model. Now, part of this was because I knew it was going to have a dual camera sensor based on the rumors, and I really wanted to try that out, but also I wanted to see how that larger screen would work for me. I was concerned that it might be too large to use comfortably in one hand, but I still wanted to try it to see if I could actually get used to using it in everyday life. And I'm very happy to report that I have adjusted to the iPhone 7 Plus just fine. I can still reach every corner of the screen with my thumb using it one-handed, I can text one-handed, it still fits in my pockets, and overall I've adjusted to it just fine. Now, it is a little bit of adjustment in weight compared to the 4.7-inch model, so it did take a little bit for me to get used to holding it in one hand to get used to that extra weight, but I can still do it just fine, and I have been enjoying the larger screen. It's great for browsing the web or reading news, and overall just everything. It makes everything a little bit more immersive and bigger, and just overall a nicer experience on my iPhone. Another great thing about coming from the iPhone 6 to the iPhone 7 Plus is the design. On the iPhone 6 you had those ugly antenna bands on the back, but the iPhone 7 has a nice smooth aluminum back. It looks much better, definitely a lot cleaner of a look. The antenna bands are basically imperceptible on this matte black model. The camera bump also looks much better, and overall the design is just a lot cleaner and smoother, and that matte black color looks super nice. It's much darker than the space gray, which is almost like a silver color, and I'm really loving the design of the iPhone 7 Plus. That is a wonderful, wonderful aspect of this phone. And speaking of design, the design of the home button has actually changed. It is now solid state, so when you click on it, it doesn't physically click in, it actually vibrates via the Taptic engine, and it simulates the feeling of a click. It does take a little getting used to, but in my opinion, it actually does do a pretty good job of simulating the feel of an actual physical click. The downside to this is that the home button is only capacitive now, so that means that your skin has to be contacting the home button for it to work. So if you try to press it using your shirt or with gloves or with your fingernail, it's not going to work anymore. So that means you may have to use assistive touch in some situations to use the home button. Now, this Taptic engine is also used throughout iOS 10 to give subtle vibrations as you use your iPhone in different ways. So for example, when you're scrolling through a list, as I was just doing on the calendar here, or when you swipe up on Control Center or swipe down on Notification Center, you get a little bit of haptic feedback, just a little tap or vibration, and it's a really nice touch that Apple has added here on the iPhone 7 Plus. You also get haptic feedback when using 3D Touch, and coming from an iPhone 6, this is an awesome feature that I missed out on last year, so I'm now getting 3D Touch by upgrading to this iPhone 7 Plus, and it has been super helpful. You can use this for accessing multitasking, accessing a bunch of quick actions, and viewing widgets and stuff on the home screen, as you can see here, and you can also use it to quickly preview or pop into an email, or a text message conversation, or web link, or map address, or something like that, and overall, there's a lot of cool ways that it's used, especially in iOS 10, and I really have enjoyed having it. It is a really nice, helpful feature that I'm glad to have now on the iPhone 7 Plus. The dual lens camera of the iPhone 7 Plus has been a feature I've really enjoyed having and using, and if you want to see how that camera performs, I've made a hands-on video that you can go check out on my channel by clicking the card in the top right of this video or clicking the link in the description, so go ahead and check that out to see how the camera performs. And now for the lack of the headphone jack. Now, in the almost 4 days that I've had the iPhone 7 Plus, I actually have only used an external audio connection once, and that was in the car, and it was super easy. I just used the 3.5mm to Lightning headphone adapter, and the audio sounded fine, and it worked really well, so no issues there. And whenever I need to use headphones, I can use the Lightning earpods that were included with the iPhone 7. As you can see, I haven't even opened them yet because I really am not a big headphone person. If I do use headphones, I usually just prefer to use the Bluetooth ones because it's much easier to not have to deal with the wires. And the speakers on the iPhone 7 Plus are awesome. They're stereo speakers, so they sound much, much better than the iPhone 6 speakers, and they're just a big improvement. And so when watching video or listening to music, it's a much better, richer, more immersive audio experience. So overall, the lack of the headphone jack hasn't been a big deal at all, and the speakers have been awesome, so audio is great on the iPhone 7 Plus for me so far. Okay guys, so this has been my first impressions over 4 days of use coming from an iPhone 6 to an iPhone 7 Plus. I hope you have enjoyed it. I really love the iPhone 7 Plus so far, and I can't wait to give you guys my full review eventually, so be sure to stay tuned and subscribe if you've not already so you don't miss out on that full review and other geeky content like this. Don't forget to comment and leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. God bless, have a great day, bye for now.